Hey guys, XR here, and I'm back again with another gameplay video. I've got my friend Michael here, and we're doing some games. We're doing some testing.
Edward,
Edward, there he
not
is.
not in this deck. Actually, is he? Is he in this deck? No, not. He's not in this deck. There's not really a side deck for this right now. It's kind of a work in progress.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't have a side deck for this either. I don't know. I'm at that stage where I'm like, I don't know what I put into this.
I mean, I'm at the stage where my side deck is basically just things that I'm trying out and seeing what feels nice.
Yeah,
And that's not even full. There's barely anything in there right now. I
fair
need
enough.
to really fill it out, honestly.
All right, do you want to do D20 or 2D6?
I will do whatever works. I got the first thing I grabbed is a spin down, but I also have. Let's see, where are my other dice? I got a bunch of dice here, and I just don't have them out because that's the way of the world. You keep them out, you keep them hidden away until you need them. These big
No,
metal
that's
ones.
that's fair. Yeah, let's do the D6 then. I like the D6 better.
All right, sounds good. God, hearing these things just clank across the table. This one rolled off the camera, so I'll just re-roll it. I have. Let's see,
5.
will this focus? I don't think so. But
Uh,
yeah, it's a
so-
4 and a 1.
okay, well, I also rolled a 5, so 10.
I got 5 again.
Ah,
If you add my
that,
last roll and my current roll, we're tied.
yeah. All right, I will go first.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck to you
Let's
as
see what
well.
we got here. 5 cards. This hand is pretty decent. I think I'll keep that.
All right, I will also keep. And I will start off with Plucky.
Okay. Nice, respectable Plucky.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He ain't doing nothing.
Um, and I will grab Festus.
Sure. Based.
So true. And then I will set one and pass.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. And let's see what we got here. All right, we'll go start this thing off with one ass rabbit, as you do.
As you do. Yep, that's fine.
All right, so we'll go Ask Rabbit. Take a quick peek. Anything on the Ask Rabbit?
No, nothing on the Ash Rabbit. You are all
All
good.
right. We got 1, 2, 3. Uh, take that one. Shuffle up. And give it a nice old cut. And we'll go set.
None.
We'll do set 1.
Okay.
And while I pass my turn, I'm gonna pop this window out so I can see all this better. There we go.
Jeez. Fair enough. I will draw for turn.
Sure.
Um, let's just get started. Um,
Okay. Okay, let's see it.
how many do I put under this? I'm gonna put 3 under it.
Ooh, okay.
3. And then I will um normal Kindleo.
Hinleo is normal casted. There he is. There's the boy.
Yes. Any response?
No.
All right. I will Kindleo effect.
Leo effect to Nexus. That will be. I'll be fine.
Alright. Nexus over. And pop the effect 2, pop the Ash Rabbit.
We'll go Gorgons on that.
Okay. That's
We'll
fair.
go. And we'll go. Let's see. We'll go. 1 water. And 1 fire.
Sure.
Here, we'll move this down, and we'll do this. I don't know how much of this is visible. I know I have a deck box right here. I'll do that. Maybe it's a little better. Actually, I'll just move these cards off to the side.
Fair enough. I will then set one and pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. Okay, let's see what we got. We're going to go. Let's try this out. We'll just start with the set one. Why not? We'll
Sure.
then go. We'll go Earthquake. Maybe a little bit early for this, but we'll go
On
Earthquake
the
and target the Kinleo.
not the plucky.
It's tempting. Tempting for sure. But I think I gotta remove that while it's got 2.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
So then what I will do is I will cast a Lumaroo.
Okay. I have a feeling I know what you're on.
It's possible. I will, on the cast of the Lumaroo, attempt to go to battle.
Hmm.
Or if there isn't anything on the cast of the Lumaroo, of
Yeah.
course.
Battle is fine.
Okay. I will attempt to a battle into the Plucky.
That you
All
will.
right. And then we'll trigger the Lumaroo on the destruction and get a triple mill.
Yes. Ow.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a nasty mill. All right,
Yeah,
that's a nasty mill.
there goes Earthquake.
You're not by any chance playing a Panda Sin, maybe?
I could be playing anything.
That is true. That is very true.
All right. Draw.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with Galaxy.
Ooh, okay. Galaxy is good.
Um. Golden Fleece
Golden Fleece is good.
onto the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Um. I will then go to combat and attempt to walk over the Lumera.
All right, I'll go on the declaration. I'll do an Argo.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And we'll do 2 fire for that. And assuming that is good,
Yes, that is good.
I will go grab out 1 of these guys. We'll do a Necklace of Harmonia,
Sure.
as you would expect. Maybe expect. I don't know. Maybe you expected something different. Maybe it was a bag of winds, which would make no sense. Maybe it was a
Yeah.
golden fleece. You saw 1 solar card after all.
Yeah. I mean, I figured it was Harmonia just because you need something to beat over the Galaxy because it's a 7-2 right now.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big, but we're gonna try to go a little bigger. Put 2 fire under it.
Yeah, and Golden Fleece will
And
die.
as I do with these runes, I just put them on the side, make it easier. Yep, the
Golden
golden fleece
Fleece.
will go.
And I will pass.
Okay, we'll draw 1 from the top. It's pretty good. We'll go, and we'll do a little normal cast here of our own Kinleo.
Uh-oh.
Next, what we will do is cast a Volcanic Forge. And then we'll go attempt to use Kinleo's effect to
Um,
Nexus.
Pop that. Hmm. Beat over it regardless, and then I take 1 damage. Or you pop, and I take like I can take up to like 3 damage
Assuming you don't respond
or four
at all
damage.
during the turn, then yes, you take 3. If you do stop the Kinleo with, say, like a Gorgon's, that would result in a just a trade.
Yeah,
If you have like a shield, that would be, I think, just 1 damage. Be
I'm
like a 2
going
for 2 trade.
to Gorgon's the Kinleo
On the Nexus?
on the Nexus. Yes.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, then what I will do is I will set 1.
Sure.
And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are you on right now? You're on 13?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I
Okay, you're on 10. I'm on 8.
misread
All
somewhere.
right. In that case, I'll attempt to go to battle. We'll
Yep.
go Lumaroon to Galaxy and mill for 3.
Yes.
And then end phase, I will pay out the Harmonia, of course.
Yes.
Actually, we'll do that and a Luminape.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. I will draw.
All
I
right. I'm gonna take a
will.
quick peek at my camera. That looks like that's pretty blinding. I think my grave my graveyard is or my underworld, sorry,
Yes.
is quite blinding right
Yes.
now. Even though there's like a closed window right here. Maybe let's see, maybe this helps. No, only a little bit.
Only a
Ooh,
little bit.
well,
I'm going to normal cast Heliolith effect.
um,
If the
oh, there
cast
goes a
is
card.
fine.
Heliolith is um Heliolith is Heliolith is good. On the cast, well, oh, actually, well, here we'll do this. We'll do on the cast. We'll do poison tipped.
Okay.
And I'll pay off of the Harmonia for that. So that'll go.
Okay. And I will bounce. Um,
You want to bounce the Ash Rabbit? That'd be really funny.
that would be funny. I'll bounce. I can bounce the Heliolith and use it again.
That is true. That is true.
I
That is
bet
something that you could do.
there are a lot of neat interactions with Heliolith. I'll bounce the Lumaru.
The Lumaru. Got it. Lumaru has returned.
Okay. And then I will Hephaestus.
Sure.
Search for Golden Fleece.
That's good. Excuse me.
How
Still not
big?
over my sickness.
Yeah. Kinleo's a 4 or something, right?
It is a 4 currently, yes.
Okay.
And Heliolith is a 3.
3. Yes. Hmm. I'm going to Ambro off of the Hephaestus.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Um, bring back 3 Luminate.
Okay. That's good. That's
And
good.
then I will Golden Fleece.
Sure.
And just to make sure, I'm going to actually, we'll just do this. I don't even know how much I'm on anymore.
Let's
7.
see what to do. What to do.
And I will Necklace of Harmonia.
Oh, okay. We're slapping everything down.
I want to get rid of the Kinleo, otherwise you just pop the Heliolith.
Well, I mean, not with the golden fleece, but yeah, I get your point. I get your point.
Well, you're probably gonna pay out
Oh, that
for,
is true. That
which is
is true.
why, yeah. So I'll go to combat. It's now an 8 attack, so I'll go ahead and
Yep.
attack
And I'll take
over.
one. I'll take one from that.
Yes.
I'll just take a fire.
Okay. And then move to end phase.
Sure, sure. And then you'll pay out too.
Yes, I will.
Let's see. 5. And you're at 5 as well. Okay.
Yes.
All
And
lined up.
then golden. Did you pay out for
Uh,
PTA?
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying that out. It's gonna be 2 fire, so I'm down to 3. Okay.
Yes. And then golden
Because I
fleece will die.
cannot leave that on the field.
Yeah.
All right. I will draw for turn.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. That's interesting. Not what I need, but it doesn't matter because I have this already. We're gonna go Kinleo 2.
God damn it. Yeah.
And so we'll do the Kinleo effect in Nexus.
Yeah. Sure.
And we'll go off the forge. And then Kinleo effect pop, target the Heliolith. Switch the Ash Rabbit to attack. And swing for 3.
Yes.
And then that'll end my turn.
Trying to think of what even.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely at a point in the game where things are pretty rough. We're down real bad.
Yeah.
You've seen one Ambro, and I have not.
All right. Draw. Um. Kinleo is a 3 something.
It's
3.
a 3/1. It's just base
3/1.
stats. It's just
Okay.
got 2 spirits.
Eddie switch Kinleo to defense.
Sure.
Eddie attack into Kinleo.
Sure thing. Kinleo is gone. All right.
Pass.
And now on to me. Draw for turn. There you are. All right. We're gonna go do a little
Ambro.
ambrosia.
God damn it.
And I think the right thing to do is to just pay it off the Ash Rabbit, honestly.
That's fair.
It's not really doing much on the field right now.
Gets you
And
an
I might
extra
as
one.
well just get a little bit more value. We'll go 1, 2, 3, get Illuminate back.
Yep.
And 2 fires. And then what we'll do is we'll go Lumaru with a solar. With the solar I just added back.
Sure.
Go to battle.
Yep.
And we'll do 5/4 and then mill you for 3. That's plus. So that was down to 2. Plus 3 is back up to 5. -1 is 4.
Draw.
Ooh, excuse me. Woo.
Yeah, you got it. This draw was bad. It was another Heliolith.
Ah. assuming things still go on for one more turn, I top deck Astrabbit had Rummacle in hand, so it's probably just Rummacle, get the field,
Yeah.
or get the stadium and run it down. All right.
Yeah, I really need you to not have the second Kinley.
Yeah, I mean, Kinleo is just a house.
Yeah, no, trust me, I'm playing him in this deck. I get it.
The only reason it's not like equaling status is because, well, one, equaling stats.
Yeah,
4/3
it was
is
like,
wild. Like if Equal Links was um like a 3/1 as well, I think it'd be a lot more fair. It'd still be really, 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 really good, but it would be a lot more fair.
yeah,
Um, like a PTA on an Eddie wouldn't, just completely shut it off as a method of trying to out the Equal Links. The other thing is Demeter.
yeah,
Earth just has so many tools.
yeah. Kinley off of Hephaestus feels a lot worse than Equilinx off Demeter.
Yeah,
Buff the Equilinx.
yeah, and then like Hephaestus is like Hephaestus.
It is a card.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a great card. It's just there's not much that you can really do with it yet.
yeah. Like the only deck it's useful in is like this one. Really.
Like there's a few. There's a few. It's just you're not getting a lot of value it regardless.
Yeah.
And like Golden Fleece, Necklace of Harmonia, those are all good, but there's like better things that you can be doing, and that's just what it comes down to, I think.
Yeah.
Argo is great because, you can kind of battle trick sometimes, but even then there's like a limitation on what you really want to be playing off of that because of how expensive it gets. Like I played that.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my gosh. 20, what is that? Like 20% of my deck just gone, my life total is gone.
Yeah. No, I didn't
Like
run into an Argo at all there. But the Argo definitely put you in a winning advantage. I was lucky enough that like you had an artifact and I had Heliolith, so that I was like,
mhm.
I can kind of try and fix this.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw that Heliolith coming down, I knew it was probably going to be bouncing the Lumaru because it had that necklace underneath it
Yeah.
with no other way to move this stuff around off the board. It only makes sense at that point because you're getting, that's 3 spirits for 2. That's a great trade, and then you're going to beat over the Kinleo on the battle, so that's outing 4 spirits. That's an incredible trade. One of the reasons I love that card.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Um, I'll keep this, I guess.
All right. Let's see what I got here. 2, 3, 4. Whoa, that's kind of nice. Yes, I will. I'll keep this. I'll keep this.
All right. I'm going to start off with an expended draw.
Okay, nice, respectable.
Draw.
Warlock
Okay.
hero power from Hearthstone.
Go. Hearthstone. Set one pass.
Sorry, I've been playing recently.
You're all
Draw.
good. I played like little bit of it way back in the day, but
Oh,
not
me
that
too. I
much.
I started in beta, played for a few years, and then just sort of fell off of it. And I kind of got back into it recently. And I think the current expansion that they came out with, it's like a space theme. You build spaceships and stuff, and like they get put together
Weird.
into. It's a really fun game plan kind of thing where like you play this like starship piece, um, and then that has like some stats and some stuff on it, and when it dies, it like turns into like this button that you pay 5 mana for to turn it into a starship, and it has all the stats and effects of whatever starship piece died on your field throughout, like until you pay it off. so it just accrues like more pieces and gets more and more effects, and it's really cool. It's a really cool mechanic. It's a little unfortunate right now because the way that the game sort of has progressed. Anyone who plays Hearthstone would probably be familiar with Asteroid Shaman right now. It's a
Ooh,
little bit out of hand. It's just like they just kill you by throwing a whole bunch of cards in their deck and not really doing much to interact with you.
that's
Uh,
silly.
but all right, we'll start. We'll get off the tangent and we'll go back to the game. We'll do the
Rabbit.
classic again. We'll do
Okay.
rabbit for turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna play in defense. I probably should be punching in with it for one, but I'm just gonna not do that. We'll trigger the rabbit effect. We'll go 3 off the top, and we'll see what we got here. We got some pretty nice options, honestly. I think we're gonna go with this and then shuffle things up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, Gotta be careful. I have this like tendency when because I just re-sleeved this deck before um I put the current iteration together, and these new sleeves, you need to shuffle them a little bit before they get like kind of crusty, but are able to just be shuffled without sliding all over the place.
Yeah. New sleeves really like you'll knock like a new thing of like a newly sleeved deck and it will just like spill everywhere.
That half cut, and I think we're good. All right. And then off of that, what we will do is I will go and set 2,
All right.
and I'll pass.
All right. Draw. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Um. I will. Edward.
Edward. All right, so I'm gonna assume you're not changing the position of the eddy.
No, I will change the position of the Astrabbit. Yeah.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Um. I will then set 1, set 2.
Hmm.
Go to combat and attempt to hit over the Yeti or the
On the
Astrabbit.
declaration, we're gonna do an Argo. We're gonna go 1, and we're gonna go 2. We're
All
gonna go
right.
2 on that Argo.
Yep. Go ahead.
1 water, 1 solar. Honestly, I could just stack my spirits and rest of the cards into one stack because I have my spirits double sleeved, but eh,
It
I'm too
happens.
used to doing it like this.
Yeah. No, I like this method a lot better, where you just like separate them out as you go.
Hmm. It makes the cleanup a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go 2 fire on that necklace.
Yep.
All right, anything further?
Nope. Go ahead.
All right, draw off the top. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we will go and we'll do a Rummikul.
Um.
An effective Rummikul on normal cast only. No cap or fume here.
Yeah. Let me think here. I will. I'll Gorgons.
Gorgons on the Rummikul. Okay, interesting. I like it. I will, in that case, set 1 card, and I will, I will go. I'll go to battle,
Sure.
and we'll punch in for Ast Rabbit, and then we'll pay out the Ast Rabbit for the end phase.
Yep.
Pay the 2 fires. End turn.
Yeah, I will draw. I will cast Heliolith.
Ooh, okay, okay. Sure
Um,
thing.
and then Heliolith effect.
Let's see. Heliolith effect. It will do this. I will. Yeah, we'll just do a Gorgons. We'll just keep it simple.
Gorgons. Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll pay. Do I want to pay the Rummikol? Yeah, we'll pay the Rummikol. It's not doing anything. We'll pay the Rummikol, and we'll throw one on top.
Sure. Yeah.
Gorgons the Heliolith, and just stop that bounce and attack. Anything further?
Um, let me think.
Oh, and this is definitely gone.
Yeah, yeah. Gorgons is so annoying. Let me think here. Oof.
Stay hydrated, folks.
So true. I say that while
Very
I'm
true.
drinking a Pepsi throughout this video, but
Somewhere in there, Pepsi does have water. They wouldn't
yes.
be able to make it without it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, you ignore, the sodium count and everything else that probably makes you thirstier, but there's water in there. Trust me.
I'm gonna let me actually check. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the gamble here. And I'm going to Golden Fleece my Heliolith. Try and protect it.
Okay, okay.
Um
Interesting.
and then I'll pass.
Sure thing. I will draw. That's a nice draw. Here's what I'm thinking, right? I can drop this Kindleo.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I kind of
Um,
figured.
and then I'll attempt to use it.
Yes. That's fine.
All right, we'll do both off of the Harmonia, and we'll just go under the Kinleo. Because
Cool.
why not? Why wouldn't you, and then we'll go the effect of Kinleo to pop the Heliolith. And
Uh,
that's not going to be enough to get rid of it.
I
But it
will.
will get rid of the fleece.
Yes. Fleece
Unless you
is
choose not
gone.
to.
No,
That is a thing you can do.
yeah, you may. It does say may. I will destroy the fleece.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to drop an earthquake to follow it up though,
Okay.
to make sure that the Heliolith does get gone. Which
Cool.
means we spent a lot to get rid of it, so I really got to make this value up somewhere. I'm going to set one, and I'm a little afraid of what you have set there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to poke with the. Actually, do I want to go to battle yet? Do I want to actually poke with this Aster Rabbit? I think that is a valid question. But I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll punch with the Aster Rabbit, and I will attempt to get in for one.
Um,
A
I
little
will.
afraid of a shield there, so
I will let that go.
Okay. Yeah, a little afraid of a shield there, so I don't want to lose 3 off the Kinleo by trying to get in for a big hit. I know a lot of people would probably just say, like, just punch in, just, call it. If they have it, they have it. But I think it's pretty safe to say that there's only a few things that could be. And I don't want to know. I don't want it to go off if it's any of those things. So I'm just gonna leave it there and I'll pass.
Alrighty, I will draw. I will. Think very, very hard. Um,
Big thinkies.
yeah, I will. Ambro.
That needs no thinking.
Yes.
Well, actually, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
Sometimes you gotta
But
balance it out.
in this situation, we're just ripping that band-aid.
Yeah.
All right. Give
Yeah.
myself a quick spirit count. I'm at 8. What are you at right now?
I should be at 12 if I did my math correctly, but let me double check.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
So
4, 5,
10
6,
spin.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So 10, spend 1, and plus 3. That'd be 12. Yep.
I will. Cypher Mall.
Ooh, Cypher
Effect.
Mall is good. Cypher
Cool.
Mall effect is also good.
There it is, right on the bottom.
Is it going to be properly enchanted? I guess it would be. I guess it could be.
Yeah, unless I had like a Kinleo out.
Well, I mean, you could always just prep it, so to
Yeah,
speak.
that is also true. But I will properly enchant it from the underworld.
Sure. All good.
Okay. You've got 2 back row.
2 back row. Indeed.
You see, here's the hard part, is determining whether something is shield or Argo.
That is true. Um, there's a lot that it could be.
Yeah.
There's quite a few counter runes in the game. I could be running Bloom. It wouldn't make really any sense, but I could
But you
be running
could,
it.
yeah. And you could not
Well, that's the
activate
point.
it, but yeah, you could. Um, I will. Fuck it. I'll go to battle and I'll try to attack over the
All right,
Kinleo.
we'll do an Altar of Stars. We'll go Nexus.
Okay,
We'll pay off of the Kinleo, and then we'll Nexus onto the Ast Rabbit, and we will change the Cypher Mall to defense.
sure.
If all of that is successful, at least.
Yes, that is successful. Go ahead.
All right, draw for a turn. Okay, here is what we will do. We're gonna have a little fun. And you get whenever anyone says that, you get a little worried.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Vipyro. We're gonna play a Cinder.
Okay.
This Cinder is and just in case it's getting a little dark, turn on let's try that again. Turn on a little light. There we go. All right. Now this is probably gonna blow out a little bit. Who knows? I'm not gonna worry about it right now though. We're gonna mill 3 off the top of the Cinder from the
Yes.
initial casting receive.
Cypremol, Viscerus, Ambro.
Next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna swap this Astrabbit to defense, and I'm going to go Kindleo, effect to Nexus.
Go ahead.
And we'll go onto the Cinder.
Yep.
And we'll mill for another 3 and attempt to pop the Cypher Mall.
Yes.
And then
1, 2, 3. Well, at least I got rid of both Viscerus. And I will let
dang it.
the Golden Fleece go.
All right. Well then what we'll do is we'll set 1, and I will go to battle.
Yep.
We'll go Kinleo into the Cypher Mall. And then we'll attempt to punch with Cinder for 2.
Or 2. I will let that go.
Sure thing. What am I at right now? I think I'm at 7. Yep.
All right, I will draw.
I'm at 7.
Oh, that's kind of like the best thing it could have been.
Oh, okay, okay. Lava? Oh, that is nasty.
Um, effect.
Does it targets which one you're gonna hit first, right?
Yes, I will target the one you just set.
So the new one.
Yeah, the new set
Okay.
under
So
Cinder.
then what I will do is I will just rip it, I guess. It's another altar. I will put a Vipyro under it, and
Sure.
then we'll just move that to here, and then attempt to turn the Lavalith to defense.
That you will. And
And then it'll
that's
get destroyed mid-chain.
huh?
I mean, it doesn't leave the field until the end of the chain, so it just
Oh.
pops it
Oh
after it
yeah, yeah.
resolves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You
thought you
know,
were
in the
talking. I thought you were
future,
saying my Lavalith, and I was like,
oh,
what?
no, 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 not the Lavalith.
It's like
In the
where?
future, though, that will matter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There'll be something like, oh, it'll be like Waking the Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, you pop the
Yeah.
card and then something happens when it's destroyed.
God, imagine
Um,
waking the dragon in this game. I would love that so much.
I don't even know how that would work. I think it would be you can cast a 2 or 3 cost from your deck. Um,
It doesn't even have to be a 2 or 3 cost because waking the dragon is literally anything.
yeah, it's just we don't have an extra deck. It would be really funny if you could cast a Spirit though.
Yeah, yeah, that
They
is
they
that is
do
funny.
actually have types.
Yeah,
Not very many people realize that.
well, because
Whenever they
waking the
add
dragon
a
can summon from deck as well.
yeah, whenever they add a like there's the no stones unturned card coming in
Yeah,
Moonrise. That card searches the deck for any brute card.
yeah,
When they make one that says you can get any brute card, like any number of brute cards from the underworld, so to speak, Taratlis is a brute, so that would be able to get spirits back.
interesting. Yeah,
I think Vipyro is as well, but I might be mixing it up a little.
no,
Um,
no, he is not.
I don't remember what that typing symbol is. Then I think I'm not gonna worry about it right now. There's a list somewhere I can
Yeah,
check what the image looks like, but it's really not that important. Oh, I
um,
think it's not ethereal. I think it's ancient. I could be wrong.
that might
Maybe
be
it
right.
is
I don't,
ethereal.
I don't remember that. I never learned the names.
I I remember a lot of them through the app, the mobile app. The
Mm,
mobile app, all things, you know, that can be said about it. It is a phenomenal catalog. Uh, when you want to find any card in the game, when you want to look up any synergies, it is very quick. You open the app, you hit catalog, and you sort by however you need to check all the different cards. It is really nice.
that is
One of the things
interesting.
I wish is that they just threw all the new cards that they revealed into there so you could look at them ahead of time, but that's like the minorest of minor gripes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will pass.
All right, I'll draw for turn. That's a fun one. That's a very fun one. Um, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I am going to just enchant this Ast Rabbit
Yep,
and get the effect from that, if that is all good.
I will allow it.
We'll go look at the top 3. And, oh, well, that's not bad. The real question is, which way do I want to go? I think there's a correct answer here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card instead. Probably the wrong choice, but I'm just going to go with it. Let's see. We'll do that. So then we'll go and we'll attempt to use Kinleo effect to
Yep, go ahead.
Nexus. We'll Nexus to the Cinder. The Cinder and the Kinleo will both trigger Kinleo to pop, and then Cinder to mill 3.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
All right, and then we'll go do a ambrosia.
Sure.
How many spirits are you on right now? Just so I know how to do this.
7, 3, 4, 5,
7.
6, 7. Yep.
Okay. What we'll do in that case is we'll go. Yeah, we'll just pay this. We'll just do direct, and we'll go Lumaru and double Vipyro.
Sure.
And then that'll go over here. That'll put me at, I think that is 7. Yep, that's 7. I'll switch the Ash Rabbit to attack. And I will attempt to go to battle. And we'll go.
How much is that? 5 damage?
Um, that is a total of 5.
Okay.
1 off the Kinleo, 2 off the Cinder, 2 off the Ash Rabbit.
Yeah.
Just so that this is, a little bit more visible.
Yeah, that's all fine. I will take the damage from that. I will.
It's kind of rough to
Yeah.
play. Well, it's not the worst thing. You got if that was a shield, you have a couple even trades there, which is not the worst thing
Yeah.
in the world.
I'll draw. That's not really what I wanted, but we'll see if this can get me there. Galaxy.
Galaxy is pretty nice, isn't it? It is. We'll do a PTI a PTA on that, and we'll go off of the. I imagine one of these is probably going to go. So what we'll do is we'll just take it off the Ash Rabbit, I
Sure.
think. Yeah, we'll take it off the Ash Rabbit. Probably the wrong choice. I don't think you're probably going to target this one, but I've already committed. After you.
Yep, and then I will. God, you just kind of kill me here, don't you?
You run over one thing, that's for sure.
And then yeah.
You got 1 spirit left.
Yeah, you got it.
Depends on how confident you are on the back end, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways that you can go about this.
I'll attack over the Kinleo.
All right, Kinleo is gone.
And I will I'll pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. Well, that is another card. I guess what we'll do is we'll Ambro.
Sure.
Because why not? You see it, you see it at this point, you play it. We'll do Vipyro, or we'll do whatever that card is. I don't know. Tap her and 2 Vipyro.
Yeah. Cool. I'm really glad that you forgot that PTA, by the way.
On the
Yeah,
on which guy?
you forgot to pay it out on the Galaxy.
Oh, true. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll get that back. It's fine because I'm
Do you
gonna
have
cast this
another Kinleo? Oh,
Lumaru.
okay. Okay,
And then we'll attempt to go to battle.
yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Is that good? Lumaru
Yeah.
to Galaxy, mill for 3, and then punch with one of these guys.
Yep, you got it.
GG's.
And did not draw what I needed there. I mean, I kind of did. That Lovelith was really good, but
the Lavalith was really nice. I just had a lot of back. I had back row that could deal with it.
yeah.
Let's see. I kind of like the concept for this deck. It's a very interesting concept.
For your deck?
Yeah. Because I mean, I haven't gotten to play this yet. It was really just pure concept. Something I've been wanting to try for a while.
Seems pretty similar to Mill, just the Mill deck that you've been working on.
A little bit. I went back and really, really thought about the concept of mill in this game, how it is currently. And I came up with a couple conclusions. There's really two good well, unless you're counting self mill, but I'm not counting that right now. There's two really good ways that you can go about it. There's a humbust version, which is a more consistent milling strategy. And if you do a humbust version, what you want to be doing is you want to be trying to trigger, you want to, one, protect the humbust. So you'll be running golden fleeces and things. It's a rune, you'll be running it anyway. But what you'll also be wanting to do is trigger it as many times as possible every turn, because if you're able to trigger a humbust 4 times every turn, you will win against your opponent in 4 turns, because 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus the 5 that they draw off the top, and the 4 that they draw for turn is another 8. So 32 plus 8 is 40, and then they deck out.
Yeah.
So you want to have in that deck, you want to have a lot of draw. You want to have a lot of ways to get cards into your hand. And so I have a version that I'm sort of cooking up with a humbust, where it's an earth humbust list where you have like Clovies, Panzers, you have Gigaflora, and Giraflora, and you do this like earth heal stall strategy with
Interesting.
humbusts, where you also have you can all you well it's all pure concept right now, but you can run things like follow the wisps to protect the humbust by having it hit like your opponent hit like the Gigaflora, because it's a 7 blocker. It's pretty solid. Or the Panzer, which you can, like in a heal stall strategy with Panzer, you have like say 2 Panzers going back and forth, just stacking um a lot of earth under them, making their defense really, really high. Um, then the Humbust is able to live. You're able to get a lot of runes going. You can even run 1 Pandasin if you really want to, and then recycle stuff every turn. The runes, you have a lot of like draw power. Um, and in theory, you can trigger it 3 to 4 times every turn. So you should be able to win if you can get the strategy going in about 5 to 7 turns, I think, by just milling. But it's hard to, because it's a tough strategy. Like a lot of
Yeah.
things do have to go right in something like that. And there's a lot of cards that are just, strong. Cryoblast deals with like big defensive walls. Zeus. People are playing Frostmite now. So it's one of those ones where it really has to go right for it to work, but it's a concept that seems like it would probably work. The other way that I thought about mill and the way that it can really be successful is to play it in more of a current fire nexus strategy, where a lot of the Fire Nexus, what they do is, instead of Cinder and instead of Lumaru, they play Nekruff and they play Tuga, and they probably play a water package. This could probably also play a water package too. It's one of the things that I'm considering. But the ultimate truth about how this style of mill works is that it's really just more of a control style. You're not trying to mill your opponent out, you're just trying to out resource them, force a lot of their one ofs, maybe hit things like Viscerus. You shred their resources from their deck, and in a couple turns, because Cinder is really, really efficient with the mills, it's not consistent, but it is efficient. It can mill probably 15 cards throughout the
Yeah.
course of the game, plus 5 cards at the start, and say 5 cards a draw. That's 25 cards out of the opponent's deck. You're going to be milling something good. Um, and that's seemed like it's probably the best way to play it right now, in my opinion. Um, because Fire Nexus already is a solid strategy. The
Yeah.
biggest question that I'm trying to answer is the Rummikul package better than running Small Tugas and the Galaxies and Eddies?
Yeah, and that's fair. I mean, like, I think that like what is best right now is kind of just good stuff, right? Obviously, that's not a huge surprise, which is why when I took it to this deck, kind of the scrap idea, right? Um, I was like, what is because even before the bans and limits, I was like, I want to build like liths, like scrap liths, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but after it, Echolinks and like the whole Earth stuff became a little bit worse to just kind of splash in here. So I just kind of replaced it with good stuff, and that's kind of where I'm at. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is you didn't see them, but or I guess you milled them, but
That yeah, we milled a little bit, didn't we?
yeah, but like I'm playing basically like the scrap stuff. Um, but instead of using like Elichick and some of the other divines, I'm just using Too Plucky and Hephaestus to search the artifacts when I need to. And other than that, I'm just running like guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And guys are good. I mean, if we're really talking about like the best way to play the game right now, objectively speaking, it really is running a critical mass of efficient guys like the Galaxies, the Eddies. Um, because you're playing a strategy that plays fire, you can naturally play the Lavalith as well. Obviously,
yeah,
that's a phenomenal card. A lot of decks can't really afford to run. There's just not a lot of guys or a lot of spirits that they can afford to go for a one of fire guy, which is very fair, honestly.
yeah. And that's kind of where I went was like I can still play the scrap stuff and also have just like a lot of this good stuff in here. So yeah, I'm running, three Gorgons, three PTA, three Argo. I opted not for Shield because I'm running Argo. Um, and I've got like Helios for bounces anyways and stuff like that. Um, so I figured my removal in here is pretty solid. I've got kind of a bit of removal in here.
Hmm.
With the artifacts, I'm winning combat like half of the time at least. Um,
Hmm.
uh, Again, I mean, I guess the main issue is the spirit math is just kind of all over the place, but um,
It's tough spirit math when you're running all that sort of stuff. I do actually really like the concept of the fire solar even outside of a mill because I know fire solar mill that's a really popular thing because you have Lumaru, you have Humbust, you have Cinder. You have a lot of ways to mill between the two of those. You even have Ruminous, even though that card is pretty bad. That's
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
unfortunate. There's really only one way to make that card work, and it is to stick a bow of Apollo under it and just smack directly every turn. And that's not great if
good.
we're being
No, yeah,
honest.
that's bad.
There's a
No,
lot of ways to counter that.
yeah. So once Moonrise comes out, I may switch this to something with a little bit better spirit math. I might take out the water guys. Um, yeah, I'll probably take out the water guys and kind of more so switch to like Draco Ray and Dragulus, and make it kind of a solar fire type deck,
Hmm.
um, with like Stones Unturned to search the liths and stuff like that. Because I think Stones Unturned is obviously, or No Stone Turned or whatever it's called. Um,
Yeah, no
is
stone unturned.
No Stone Unturned. That's right. Um, that's obviously like a crazy card for a deck playing a few different Liths.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that with the artifact stuff in here, like I want to be able to activate Argo and then drop a Lith the next turn because I think that is just really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but on top of that, being able to like normal summon Draco Ray, go into Dragulus, like heal a bunch, also seems pretty strong, and I think I can fit them both in here pretty reasonably and do kind of a fire solar type sort of build.
Yeah, that I think could go a long way. You have a lot of potential as well with in that deck, say Cathmel, where you can
Yeah,
run the Heliolith, you can ascend it over the Cathmel. You don't even need to really have the condition met for the Heliolith. You get the heal, the 3 spirit heal from the Cathmel, and then you go up into the Heliolith bounce a thing. I think there's a lot of potential for that as well. And with No Stone Unturned, fun fact, Cathmel is a brute, so it is something that you
oh,
could search.
I did not realize
Lunaru
that.
also is a brute. Um, if if you wanted to have like a searchable 5, a body that if you wanted to include some mill, because a little bit of mill isn't the worst thing in the world. Even if I only got, let's say in that game 1, I only got one single mill. That first one still did hit an earthquake, um, and it hit an earthquake. It hit a Gorgons, I think, and it hit another. I think it was a one of, or it was something good.
Yeah, I
I
forget
can't
what it
remember
was.
exactly what. It's in the video. Anyone who's watching this can go back and tell me in the comments what it was. I forgot. So please let me know. For my own personal sanity. Um, you can also search Kinleo though, because Kinleo is also a brute. So no stone unturned in that deck, I think would go a long way, especially since Earthquake itself is already a card that every deck wants to run. So
Yeah,
on the occasion that you don't see it, having those no stone unturned to get you to other pieces in your deck more consistently is really good. I think that could go a long way. Another couple few guys that you could search for if you really wanted to, I believe that could be good, um, is Rumacol. If you do want to go that route, if you want to have
yeah,
another bit of consistency, I don't think it would be necessary in that deck. But you could
no,
also search Nekruff.
yeah. Necruff is another good 5. I think if I were going, yeah, I think I would cut down on some of these other 5s and try and
Wait a second. No Stone Unturned isn't brutes. It's it's golems. Am I having this conversation about something that just doesn't even exist? Did I go off on a completely irrelevant tangent?
you
Hold
might
on.
have.
I think I did. I think I did. Oops. Well,
That's what editing's for.
you know,
Yeah, we'll
I didn't catch it. I'd
it
say fix it in
happens.
post, but that's better to not, honestly, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's
probably
funnier that
probably.
way.
I don't like editing that much, so I probably will just keep it in there. So
It is funnier that way.
yeah.
Either way. Yeah, I think the pool of things that you can search with no sun and turn if you're searching for golems, I think is a little bit more limited actually. You can actually search the you can still search the Rumacol. It's a brute golem. So that's actually
Okay.
pretty interesting. So you can still search that. You can search Scavacol, which is a pretty good card, all things considered. It searches, any 2 fire, 1 or 2 cost fire cards. That's a lot of things. There's a lot of good stuff in there. So in theory, you could go like a bunch of different
Yeah.
summon. I mean, it's probably not necessary to go that deep into it. You could search Comagma. It's a card that I think is good. I just don't like it that much right now.
Yeah. No,
It
I've looked at it a few times and it always seems fine, but not good enough to replace other stuff.
there's a really, really, really interesting concept to run it in a lunar fire deck with, say, Brontowisp and the possums in Moonrise, something I was thinking about, where you
Mm,
run those and then you can pitch the possums to cast them back from the underworld. Um, I think that is a really interesting concept to play, and then you could do that with like a Brontowisp package. You could even run it with. I don't know what the deck would look like. I tend to not really think of cards until I have them physically in my hand in some fashion, or like in a
yeah,
simulator or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something.
No, I get that.
Um, but it's something that I was thinking about because Co-Magma in theory is a really really cool card, and um, there's a lot of potential there of what you might be able to accomplish with things that benefit from being sent to the underworld from anywhere but the field. I'm even like thinking about maybe a Co-Magma in a frost strategy potentially even. Um, there are already frost fire synergies in the cryo scorch strategy, and Cryoling already benefits from there being a lot of spent frost spirits in the underworld. So milling will automatically cost spirits to do things, but
Yeah,
also like sending stuff to the underworld. You play a cryoling, it turns into a cryoverm. You go do a cryo scorch to end the game, or you never even see that stuff. It all gets milled. Who knows? You still have Comagma in your deck. You drew the you have Asprowl is the one cost or the two cost?
it's the 2 class. Snowlit is the
Yes, Snowlit, Asprowl, and Blizzstrix. If you open either one of those two, the Asprowl or the Blizzstrix, and you don't see or you already have the Asprowl on the field and it missed all its mills so far, then the Co-Magma fixes that for you. It sends the big guys from hand to the underworld, gets you a new
yeah,
card, so it replaces it, and that body then takes the place of whatever it ascends on the field. Cedar Soar also works like that. There's a lot of potential with Co-Magma in the next set, I think.
yeah. No, I think that's pretty valid analysis of Kobagma's viability, and I think once Moonrise and kind of beyond that, when cards have like discards effects or sent to the graveyard effects, I think it will become obviously a lot better.
Hmm.
I think the main issue right now is the graveyard is important, but not as important as maybe some other games, and so a draw discard is less important right now just because of
Hmm.
the card pool. But it is definitely one of those. There's a few cards like that in the game where it's just like, yeah, the card is fine now, but there will be one day where it's really solid.
There are so Clovey is that card. If
Yeah,
there is one big card that I think in the future will be an insane card, it is Clovey. Um, that is expend a draw on a body. Expend a draw is the reason why hand advantage isn't super necessary in this game, where in every other game, in every other TCG, hand advantage, getting a lot of cards into hand, having a lot of draw power is really good. In this game, it's like fine, you can do it, but it doesn't super change the game a lot. Having more efficient guys, um, using your counter runes to control the pace of the play. That's really what you want to be doing in the current metagame right now. Uh, Getting cards in the hand, if you really need that, you have expend a draw. But putting expend a draw on a body is actually pretty good because now you're getting that same draw. You have a 1/4 body on the field to block for you. Even if they play a 5 and get over it, it's fine. You didn't take an extra point of damage.
yeah,
You have your replacement. And if it lives and you have a way to play with it, say Bloom, Panzer, Equalinks, something that nexuses, who cares? And a place to nexus from, then you can generate even more value and just stack that up over the course of the game. That doesn't get a lot of value right now because there's just not a lot that you need to do with that. There's not a lot of turbo,
yeah,
at least in anything that isn't say frost or wind. But with Clovey in the future, when things do end up picking up pace, or there's things that you really want to be adding to hand or filling your hand up on, or maybe a real control strategy becomes something playable, and you then have to juggle keeping your back row filled. You're playing maybe Divine Favor to stop any hurricanes, whatever the case may be. Having that Clovey there to keep your hand advantage. It's a similar concept to the way that Nova Core works too, where I
Yeah.
think Nova Core at its core, because it draws whenever you use a counter rune, it refills your hand, hopefully to find more counter runes and slow the game pace of the game down and uh, control the field at all times. Both of those things just aren't that good right now, but they could be in the future, and that's, I think, something a lot of people should take note on.
Yeah. No, I agree. Um, it was great having you on. Um, those were some good games. I enjoyed seeing your deck, your Fire Nexus mill type deck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, thank you for having on. Uh,
Of course. Happy to be on and happy to play. I'm honestly mostly just happy that I finally got to play this deck after like a month of just sitting on it, not being able to play it.
yeah, no, that's fair. I've been working on this deck for like 2 months, and I just like I was like, oh well, I don't own Cybermalls or Lavalith or um when I first was building it was like I don't have Verdolith either.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was like, well, oh well, and now it's like okay, well, I have all those cards, so
That's just how
um
it goes during the holidays.
yeah. Well, thank you. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I will have more gameplay videos in the future. I'm gonna try doing them more often. So yeah, thank you.